You got his Predator camo on.
All right, we're back with the next adventure of the In-Between. This is session 7 of the In-Between. We're at the tail end of chapter 3 of the actual adventure itself. There's 4 chapters in total. We're coming up on the close of chapter 3, which we should wrap up tonight, and then we'll be into chapter 4 next week. The gang's all here, except we're missing Vince tonight. We got the OG crew here, the original Zweihander. This is the Jiaozhan's Den originals.
Oh yeah,
in the seats. So we'll go around and do a little round table. We'll do a recap of what happened last week. You guys actually covered quite a lot in Witchstone Tower of what's been going on there, and then we'll get into it. So we'll start with Mike. He's the first up my overlay.
Hello. I play Ruby, and she is a halfling, Bravo, gutter snipe, and she loves to pick a fight and loves to get into trouble. Yeah. And I got nothing going on, and yeah, that's about it.
I got nothing.
You hear that, Jensen? That's sad. All right, Oak, you're next.
Hey, so you can catch me hanging out with this crew here on Grim and Perilous most nights, but got my own thing going on the weekends. You can catch me on Twitch and YouTube at Urience, Uraence, and run some 5e in right now mostly, but I'm hoping to get into some other stuff. And tonight I'm playing Edmund Randolph, the smuggler, and we've got a little bit of a retcon we've done with this guy. Instead of being a charlatan, he's gone barrister, since I forgot all about the expert classes, in all honesty. So I read through some of those, and that kind of fit in a little bit better with him running in with the law, being a smuggler and stuff. So he learned some of the laws and how to get around them. That's what led him to being a barrister.
That's right.
That's what I'm doing now.
He's a barrister. All right, then Gian, what do you got going on? I skipped you the other night, and he got kind of upset. So I'm skip him.
I did not get upset at all.
How did I be on Earth?
He was like, whoa. What about me?
Yeah, they just skipped over me with all the outros. Where can we find everyone except for Gian? That was it. On Earth. I am playing Barshvin. He is a dwarf who was a pit fighter. He has a large brand on his face. He was born in the winter, which is a weird omen in Zweihander for some reason, and for a dwarf. And he is currently pursuing a career as an executioner, as his whole life has been fighting and killing in the pits, because he's lowborn and he was sold into slavery, but he's free now, and he's just trying to make his way in this world the best way he knows how, which is killing. And not being afraid of the GM at all.
Oh yeah? All right. We'll see what happens tonight. I know how to shut you down now.
Don't do that. Don't poke the bear.
He's got all of his fate points. I think the only person who's lost fate points in this game is Bill. Speaking of Bill, why don't you tell us about yourself? Tell us about Erg.
Hey everybody, playing Erg Singebelch. I am our astronomer turned pyromancer. He is a 8'10" ogre who is 630 pounds, and by ogre standards is frail. He is also a dunderhead, so a few times every night I'll be rolling a 4-sided dice. If it comes up 1 or 2, he will act perfectly normally. If it comes up 3 or 4, he's going to do something fairly ridiculous or stupid, because that's his character. Look forward to playing it, and every time that 3 or 4 comes up, I seem to somewhat piss off Mike. Ruby.
I may have.
Ruby loves her ogre.
I have told Bill that there's the potential for something really damaging and fun in this adventure tonight. So I'm hoping that his Dunderhead rolls will come up negative, so we can see them play out. But I didn't tell him what or where or when. All right.
Are one of your relatives over your left hand shoulder? Is that your family?
Yeah, they're in from out of town. They're staying with me. Hey, quiet back there, Mom. Shut up, Mom.
Those are
Wife's
Canadian.
peeking into the door, make sure everybody's behaving.
Yeah. Is that my family? Yeah, there's death on the other side. It's like grandparents. All right. We got Jeff and we got Woda here. Some regulars. Thanks guys for joining us. So let's do a recap of what happened last week. So GN was away. Bill had to step out sick. I'll start you off. We started off in the camp that you guys had met with those other folks of that town that was on the run, that was stuck in this thing like you were, and they've been hunted down and killed by those hunters, those big wolf beasts over time. And suddenly, Annabella appeared in your camp, surrounded by an army of undead, and also like 15 of those hunters. Yes, Annabella Leon, the actual necromancer herself, that put this whole thing in motion. So we kicked it off with a chase. And I'll kick it off to you guys to fill in the blanks from there.
As always, Edmund crushed our chasing, and we started behind the other cart and managed to lap them. The wolves eventually caught up to the other cart, pulled a couple people off, and they didn't do so well, but that let the other cart get away. By the end of the chase, we got to a tower where we expeditiously exited our cart and got into the tower. And that is about where I had to leave.
Yeah. Witchstone Tower, as it's known.
So we made it to the tower. God damn, dog freaked out. Sorry about that.
That's my relatives.
Yeah, they scared every dog. Everybody's kind of on edge from this. Their group, the other wagon group's kind of not trusting of us.
Yeah,
a little bit of back.
That.
Yeah, a little back and forth there. One guy decides he finally wants to make some food for everybody, but he wants to go out to get mushrooms.
Yeah.
By himself after all this. We're like, yeah, it's not a good idea. Convince the leader of his group to keep him in to not do it. A little while later, find him in the kitchen, and he starts convulsing and changing into some sort of tentacle creature.
Well, that's at the end of the adventure.
Is it? Well, I don't remember.
That was the end of the adventure. Yeah, he was. He wanted to go out and collect mushrooms. If you guys had passed those rolls, you could see that was his way of kind of like dealing with what was going on, losing some people that had fallen off the wagon, being chased by these undead army. But you guys failed those rolls, so you're like, all right, well, we can't talk you out of that later, kid, because he was literally a kid. He's like 13 or something. But on the way in, so before you got to the kitchen, though, you did pass through a room, a foyer that had portraits of women.
Oh, I forgot
in
all
it,
about that.
And it had names of the women underneath all of them, and that was an important detail.
Yeah, because that's the chick that was leading the army that was chasing us. We kind of figured out that this is her through different lifetimes.
Yes, you got to her library. What did you find in the library?
We found a book that traced a deed back from the first owner of the castle to the current one. So she's been assuming bodies and passing the property on and on.
Right.
And the last set of pictures was the woman that was at the wedding in the Damned Inn that she was going to, I think, cut some kind of deal with or something to do with the Well of Eternity, I think.
Yeah, she was in love with her and she wanted to run away with her.
Right, so those two were got.
Yeah, she wanted to basically do what she's been doing, where she's been.
It's going to assume her identity.
No, I don't think so. I think she was going to make her immortal, and they were going to spend their time together.
Yeah.
There was also a book on demonology, correct?
Yes, there's a spell book, and there was notes in it about demons and demonology in it.
Did we cover the Oracle lady and her black eyeballs yet?
No, that's at the end also.
Okay.
So you guys found a book on demonology, and that's where you uncovered that she had these what are they called? I don't know. Rituals that you'd heard rumor of, where you literally cut the face off of someone and graft it onto your own using evil demon magic and rituals. And you take on their identity, and even spoke of scraping the vocal cords off of animals and placing them into your own throat to sound just like them. So you guys have covered that, and you kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's the deal with her. That pieces together the deeds being in the same family, 6 generations over.
Man, I think you upset Jin.
Yeah.
He's like
Scraping vocal cords sounds horrible.
It sounds very grim and perilous, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
The next floor you went to was a bedroom, and you encountered, I believe it was Robert, who was one of the 3 people from the inn that you encountered. He was the one that was injured in the inn, and his injury had reopened, and it was like festering and pussing and diseased, and he begged for mercy from you. And him and Vinswick, Leland's character who's not here tonight, had made a deal in the previous session where it was like, hey, if it came down to it, would you kill me if I asked to? Would you put me on my misery? And he was like, yeah, sure. And Vinswick asked him to do the same for him. So they made a pact. So Vins had no problem and hopped up in the bed and just slit his throat right then and there. And you guys found some stuff in the bedroom also. You found a diary, if I recall correctly. Is that correct? It just kind of solidified even more what her intentions with Josephine, that bride from the inn, that she did want to run away with her forever to the well of eternity. And I believe there was a painting of her as well, but it was much more lovingly painted and more affectionate in its tones and softer in its tones than it was of the other women that were hanging downstairs. Oh, and she left a deed to Josephine of all of her possessions. You found that in the bedroom. Now, the next floor is the observatory, and up there is where you encountered Manute and Edward. And those were the 2 that were also the other 2 from the inn. She was the augur who cast the spells and blessed her weapons. She needed the items to do her little rituals. And she was looking out of a telescope up into the sky, and she would not peel her eyes away. And also the spell book that you took from the inn was magically up there and open to 1 page. And Edward was pretty on edge, and he was pretty upset, and he knew something wasn't right. He was clutching a symbol to the God Emperor in his hand the whole time, and he kind of had this like grim resolve. He figured he had to do something quick or soon because he was losing her. There's something nefarious going on here. What'd she say? She said, I don't think she... Oh, no, that's what he said. What did she say? We are close to the well. Can you feel it? That space, not living, not dead, between tick and talk. And she just kept staring.
A spell book was open up. Was that the demonology book?
No, this was the book that you guys found in the inn that Erg was carrying on him. It wasn't explained how she got it out of his possession and how she got up there and what she was doing with it.
We did take it back, though.
Somebody take it back.
Who's got the book, by the way?
Didn't Erg have it?
I'm assuming it's still in the room with her. I believe you had just taken it at the end of the last session before running downstairs to deal with something Oak was dealing with.
Yeah, so back to Oak, what he was talking about with tentacles.
I must have because I was downstairs the whole time. I didn't even remember. I wasn't part of the upstairs stuff.
Yeah,
so
you're like, I'm going downstairs and boarding up the front door from this army of the undead.
Yeah, so that's when I go in to check on this kid. And
hang on. We missed something. There was one of the people in our party, one of the villagers or somebody. Didn't they morph into like a creature?
That's what Oak's going over right now.
So we're doing.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
That was a kid that had wanted to go out and get the Hans, who got shot first. Once I got in there, yeah, and he started changing. And did it erupt from his head or his back?
From his back and his head, and his teeth just started sprouting out, and it was terrible.
He started, chaos mutation. Just that's when I holler for Ruby and everybody upstairs. And I unleashed my bow with Hanshot first and got lucky and then dropped him. They come downstairs like, never mind.
Nice.
Hanshot last.
And then you heard screaming upstairs, back on the top floor. That's when you rushed back up to see Manute, who was at the telescope still. And I'll read where we left off. So she pulls her face away from the telescope. Her eyes are pitch black. Cracks are starting to peer across her right cheek. Light looking to pour forth. I have seen the other worlds, touched the well of eternity. We are so close, so near. And then we ended it there. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll pick up right there, right now. So Erg, you want to make some rolls to make some stuff?
Yeah, well, I was going to say a couple things first. So first, we have a necromancer who's summoning evil to chase us. So I was going to take any book from the library that has summoning, necromancy, or anything else that might be useful for that. Just throw it into my bag, including, I guess, the demonology book, and I'd like to get the book that's upstairs as well.
Okay. All right.
Ruby will say, hang on to it this time.
The other thing I wanted to do to explain my absence, I'd like to say I was in the library making bottle bombs, if that's all right.
Sure. Sorry, Dustin showed up to give you angel wings for Valmark on this coming Friday, Mike.
Ah, nice.
I said that is all.
So, Matt, I'm going to try and make 2 of them with a standard roll.
Okay.
Boom.
What happens when you critically fail?
So, bad news, guys.
You gonna blow up the tower?
The thing catches, it explodes in my hands, causing 2d10 fire damage to me. Thankfully, I'm immune to fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but probably in
You're
anything on my possession,
You're not getting any.
anything in my possession doesn't burn, but everything else
is going up in flames.
Yeah.
So this, I know you wanted to say you were doing this last session. Well, this kind of ruins everything that happened last session because the middle of the tower is now on fire.
Well, we can say.
I'm gonna say you get no bottle bombs. We'll just do that. Wreck on it. Nope. Because
Perfect.
of that roll. All right. Because then we have to deal with the fire. Last session that didn't happen.
Well, it's all a stone tower anyway, so it probably wouldn't be too much damage. But
in a library, though, filled with old
paper,
dry books, exposed to the elements.
Perfect.
So instead of just dealing with that, we'll just say no bottle bombs.
Wow, a perfect 100 too.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys rush to the top floor, and you're greeted by her. She's pulled her face away. Her eyes are black. There are black cracks forming all over her face. She gets up from the telescope, and she doesn't look at the group of you. Edward's there, and he's got a sword drawn, and he's don't come any closer. Don't do this. This isn't you. And she just walks over to him, and she takes him to the edge and shoves him over the edge.
Whoa.
And then turns to the group of the 4 of you. It says, "Don't stop.
On shot first.
Don't stop me.
How far is she? Let me see. How far is she away from the telescope?
Don't stop me."
Okay, I'm shooting her.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, rolling for initiative.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see. Make sure that it has to be combat on my Hans.
Let's see if Edmund shot once takes effect, and maybe we don't have to roll initiative.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. So she's at the edge there. She pushed him over.
Yeah. So I already had the bow out from in the kitchen. We hear the scream. We run upstairs. I still got it in hand. So yeah, I'll aim and loose.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Hans shot first. So while we're figuring out our initiatives, you can definitely do that because that is what
roll
you do.
initiative.
So that's a hit.
That-
8 damage.
How much?
8.
Okay. Bear with me here. Let me make a record of that. 8 damage.
Or do we have any fortune?
You do have fortune. Yes, you do. So you have, where's my overlay? You have 3 fortune and 1 misfortune. So that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So 4 fortune and 1 misfortune.
Yeah, that's not right, is it?
It's number of players plus 1.
Yep. Let's do that. That didn't work. Anyways, you guys have way more fortune than misfortune. There we go. So you want to add that to your damage?
Yeah, so that'll be 11 plus, so it's 13 total.
13 damage. Okay.
God, why couldn't that explode too?
Okay, let me just roll her initiative here. Where are her stats? Woo! She got good.
Oh shit, I got to roll initiative.
Okay, and you said 13 points of damage?
Yep.
Yeah, that's enough to do 1 dot to her. Let's move to there we go, the battle overlay, so people can see what we're looking at also on our screen. They can see the combat. So there's the group. So Hans shot first. Who am I missing? Barsh, what did you get for your initiative?
15.
15.
No, 12.
He hits hard, but he's slow.
Yes.
All right, so that means Erg is up next.
Anything in her
I
hands?
didn't
Any
put mine. I
weapons?
got a 16, Matt.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, I didn't plug mine in. My bad. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, so Edmund, you're up first. Sorry, Erg.
Okay, so first off, I want to spend 1 point to do Litany of Hatred.
I see Star Wars is on the overlay. Yeah.
And scream at her what kind of evil she is turning to and just can't stand for. So I get to unharmed, so I get plus 20 to my roll. And it is an intimidation test, and with my barrister ability, Pound of Flesh, I get to use my fellowship bonus. So I've got 1 dot in Intimidate. Do I have to, because it's using my fellowship, how do I plug that in different, or just roll something that's got 1 dot in fellowship?
I don't know what you're asking. I'm sorry. I don't follow.
Okay, so Intimidate is a brawn test. I get to use my fellowship bonus instead. I've got 1 rank in Intimidate, so that gives me a plus 10. So do I just bump it up to plus 30 and then roll a straight fellowship test?
Yeah, like just use the dice roller then. Let's just do it that way. And
Should do it this way.
Do your custom. Oh, this is all of you. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
So I do that also with the Pound of Flesh. It is considered a success as a critical success. So with Litany of Hatred, it moves her down 1 on the damage and peril thresholds automatically.
Really?
If successful, a number of foes equal to my fellowship bonus who can clearly see and hear are immediately intimidated. While intimidated, they temporarily suffer -1 to the damage and peril thresholds. If you intimidate is a critical success, which mine automatically are, foes also move 1 step down the peril condition track negatively.
Nice.
Foes suffer from a -1 penalty until the end of combat or until inspired with inspiring words.
Sounds good. I missed this on your turn. She also has a hypnotic musk, is what it's called, which means anyone who's within 9 yards of this creature is going to have to. I don't know if is it. Whoop, where's my ruler? It's all of you. We'll skip it for the first turn. I'll let that pass because I missed it. Foes within 9 yards of this creature cannot add their apprentice skill to combat and willpower-based skill tests. In addition, foes who are engaged with these creatures must successfully resist using toughness or be unable to add any skill ranks to combat and willpower-based skill tests for 1 day.
Wow.
So
One day?
1 day. So let's go ahead and see some toughness rolls here, people. And you can't add any of your
Didn't you say next round?
No, this is just for Edmund because we missed it for his Hans shot first. We already rolled.
Sorry, standard
So-
routine.
Just standard.
So no talent advancements, anything like that? No talent.
So
Creature
you have
cannot add
points
their
in-
apprentice skill rank to combat and willpower based tests.
Oh,
So wait,
apprentice rank.
So we're 9 yards away?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
But we're further than that.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. 9 yards would be 12 or 3 times 9, right? 18.
Just
Yeah,
the- it's just
3.3
the-
foot per yard.
It's just the way these maps are built. Each square is a yard. Is how we've been playing them.
Oh my goodness.
That bitch-
1 point.
Does anybody want to spend fortune?
Hang on, I hadn't rolled
I haven't
mine.
even rolled yet. What am I
No,
rolling?
I'm good.
What am I supposed to roll?
Toughness. Standard toughness.
Okay.
Oh, I'm 1 point away.
That sucks. Now, it says only your
combat and willpower.
Right, but any advances that are past the first one, you still get to do. It's only your first one, correct?
Correct.
Where do I find toughness? Oh, I found it. Never mind.
Under brawn.
So was that a standard routine? What was that?
Standard.
Dang it.
All right, well, I missed it too.
Does anybody? You have 3 fortune. Does anybody want to re-roll?
Well, I think we should let Barsh re-roll it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now that's just taking a 10% off your roll. It's not negating.
Well, no, but what was that last effect that lasts a whole day against anything else we fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that other? You said no skill rolls or something, right?
It is. In addition, foes who are engaged with these creatures must successfully resist using toughness or be unable to add any skill ranks to combat and willpower-based tests for a day.
That'll take 20%
so
off of
no matter what, you cannot add apprentice skill ranks to combat and willpower versus her. If you fail your toughness roll, you can't add any skill ranks to combat and willpower for a day.
Oh my goodness. So that drops my martial melee down 20% for the rest of the day.
All right.
That's up to you if you want to re-roll it. I'm fine with it.
24
I'm
hours.
re-rolling.
All right.
Do we have to roll that every round, Matt, or
just once?
Ooh, okay, because we have to roll every.
Ruby may try and re-roll too. We'll see here.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Ruby's going to give it one try too.
All right. I'll call it try. You have 1 fortune left after this.
Nice.
Got it. All right. So she's clear too.
So you have 4 misfortune and 1 fortune.
So incantation, I'm pretty sure counts as a skill rank, correct?
Yeah.
Meaning I'd be losing 20% on every cast.
Do you want to burn that last fortune?
Versus combat and
willpower.
Willpower. Okay, incantations under willpower. I thought that was intelligence.
So yeah, I think I better see if I can re-roll
Jeff's
it.
in the chat saying you need to pass. You need to pass.
I shouldn't be wounded, right?
I don't know. No,
you weren't even
didn't take any damage in the last. Oh, critical success.
Okay, I'm unharmed. I'm going back up to unharmed.
All right.
Okay, so now we're back to what I was doing.
Now we're back to you. So your roll stood. So you took those tracks off of her.
So she got that Lady of Hatred. She drops 1.
Yep.
Automatically on peril. She gets a -1 to her threshold.
Yep.
And she will take 2d10 plus 5 mental peril.
Okay. Do it.
Damn 1.
Where does that put her?
That's still down a track for sure.
Yeah, because she had a -1 also to her set rating.
Well, that's pretty good. Okay.
Damn, if that could have been another 10 on there.
That's pretty good. You hit her hard. She lets out a scream. Ah! When you hit her.
Okay, that's 1 AP.
Oh wait, that wasn't her stats I was looking at. Let me take a look here. Oh, how much? 16. Okay, yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was. All right. Okay.
And then
I was looking at the stats for that kid, that tentacle kid you fought in the kitchen. I'm like, why is his peril threshold so low for someone who's obviously a caster?
I will just shoot normal and save an AP.
Okay.
Miss.
Rings out. Now we're over to Erg.
Any weapon in her hands?
She has a staff in her hands. Backhand grasp.
That's probably not her damaging thing.
No, I think I better actually do magic missile.
Backhand grasp.
Yeah. That's the bane of that's Barsh's kryptonite.
She drops her staff anyway.
I hate that spell.
So do I.
She drops her staff anyway, Matt. I got a critical success, so I've got 1d10 plus 10 WB damage to come.
Okay.
Nice. Yes.
Critical success. Drops her staff. Put the wrench to show she's unarmed. 6 damage?
That's 12.
12. Yes, thank you. I can't read. 12 damage. Okay.
Is that normal, or don't you get extra with an extra D6 with the crit? Or is it just the critical success?
No, I have the critical success in the spell. Actually, if you look at it, she drops her staff.
But I just didn't know
well.
if that also got it for damage, the extra D6.
No, they all have critical effects. So we'll put a staff on. Is this gonna crash my? Don't crash my Firefox. Hold. Un momento while I reload. Roll 20. Yeah, so that slams into her. Bam! She lets out another scream. I'm going to kill you.
I want her eyes.
You want her black eyes or cataract eyes? Is there anything else that you want to do there?
I'm going to save the rest of my other 2 actions.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right, so we got a tie here. It comes down to your PB bonus, Miss Ruby. What is your PB?
My PB is...
mine's 5.
Okay, and mine is... what does P stand for?
Perception.
Oh, perception. Mine's 5.
Really?
Yep. I think we go to agility next, right? Makes sense.
Mine's 5.
Or is it a roll off?
Yeah, we're gonna go to a roll off.
I think it's agility.
I think it goes to the players, isn't it?
Of course. It always goes to the players.
Why wouldn't you go by reflexes?
That's what I would think.
Let's go to the rule book. The highest always trumps the other, pushing the character down the initiative ladder directly below them. Should the PB match, the characters should re-roll to determine who goes first on the initiative ladder. So we get to re-roll, you and me.
All right.
We should have done this
my
earlier.
My agility bonus is an 8.
I know. That's why you wanted your agility bonus.
I did.
Most games go off of agility for initiative.
Oh, this is going in your favor.
All right, I got a 7.
So what are you total?
7 plus 8, 15. I went up 1.
Okay.
Should I change my initiative, or am I staying at 14?
I think it's just between you two.
Just going last now. You stay there. Go ahead, Ruby.
All right. She's going to she had her crossbow loaded, ready to go. She's going to blast her. She's going to
do it.
1 point to aim, and she's going to use 1 point to inflict merciless damage, 1 point to shoot, and her last action point, which, yes, she has 4, is left for parry or dodge. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to add plus 10 because she's aiming.
Okay.
And she's got crossbow. I'll roll the extra die if I hit.
Oh man, that would have been such great damage.
Okay, so it whiffs, and you guys have no fortune points, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate. That would have been 19. That would have.
I see what you did there.
Plus another 6 on top of that.
All right, Barsh, what are you doing?
All right, so he sees a witch, so he's enraged.
Yeah, he sees a witch. That's right.
So how far is she away?
She's 9 yards away.
All right, he's gonna charge.
Well, 8 yards for you.
Just push her off the tower.
He could try.
Okay,
Charge.
try.
All right, movement times 2 plus an extra D6 Fury die. So get on over there. Grump.
Can he move to there? Was that far enough?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's your
You
movement.
get double your movement.
No, my movement's 7. That's the reason I'm charging.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can
Then
do
you're
14.
fine. You can get right up there.
So let's see. And now I am going to. I wish I had reach so I didn't have to charge. If that's even a thing. I am going to swing at her and crack her skull open.
With your Morgenstern.
With my Morgenstern.
So just a straight attack roll because it was 2 AP to charge and 1 AP to attack.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
I left nothing to parry with because
Oh my.
no fear.
No
Hashtag no fear.
Hashtag no fear. Where's my Morgenstern? I'm trying. Oh, here it is.
I took it from you.
Mm.
12 points of damage, hey? All right.
You get an extra D6 in there.
Yeah, roll me another
Yep.
D6.
Blow it up.
You're going to cause an injury. You know what that means, right?
Oh,
All right, so what's your damage total?
He's going to cause a fatality.
Did that automatically throw an extra one, or did you roll 2?
No, if you put an exclamation at the end, if it explodes, it'll. If you roll
I
a
did not know
six-
that. Cool.
oh my goodness! That is
So what's your
21
total
points damage?
What's your total damage?
21.
21, huh? Wow.
21, huh? Oh yeah.
Well, Barsh just slayed a witch.
The witch
It's not like
slayer.
magic.
That didn't take much, did it?
He has a new title.
Well, it's I think what you're dealing with too is it's 4-on-1.
It's 4-on-1. She was a mighty powerful caster. You guys are also intermediate tier, which also helps a lot in these situations. So, Barsh charges over, brings his Morgenstern down on Minute, the once friendly augur who helped you fight the wailing witch Josephine in the inn, and cuts her in two. I don't know what you do.
Morgenstern's a big
Oh,
hammer, isn't
It's
it?
big
Yeah, I
hammer.
just
You
bashed
turn her
in the
into
skull.
raspberry jelly.
There with the witch hammer.
I told you I didn't need to parry.
All right.
Bad news, guys. We're dealing with a necromancer. We should probably dismember her.
Oh.
Agreed.
I think Ruby says I think he just wants to eat her.
You can do
And,
that too. That will take care of a problem.
Do you wanna know
Before
what she has on her?
before we dismember her, we have been low on healing stuff, so we should probably loot that healing bag of hers and anything else on her.
Speaking of which, don't you need a tincture today?
Yes.
He's looking at
actually-
you, Ruby.
Did we only have one from the other
Hang
thing,
on.
or
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think
I
Ruby
can't hold
has-
good brain today.
So while you're doing that, she has a staff, a prayer book, 1 gold coin, and spell components for her various spells that she can cast. Man, she had pyromancy spells that she unlocked when she went all evil that I was waiting to unleash on you and all kinds of other fun stuff. But yeah, it's the way the cookie crumbles. When I roll lower
she had
initiative,
pyromancy spells?
yes, I was going to use them on you.
I would like her book.
It's not the book. This is tied to whatever she saw or did in that telescope.
Yeah,
she
it
did not
unlocked
know
it.
pyromancy
In that
before.
case,
she
keep-
was an augur.
keep the telescope away from the ogre.
He's an astrologer first, isn't he?
He is an astrologer
Yes, he
first, the
is,
pyromancer
and you
second.
will not. You will have to fight him to keep him away from that thing.
All right, Ruby's gonna be like, no, big guy, can't do it. She holds up a tincture. She says, "Do you want this?"
2 ruby racks?
Come with me, big guy. We're gonna drink this downstairs, and then
Grab the book.
There is a caster made of meat in the corner, Ruby. I'm starving. Have any of you eaten?
Barsh is
It's about
shaking
time
the
for some
brain.
food.
can someone bring dinner down for Erg here?
I start dragging her body down.
Just kick her down the side and then go eat her down below.
Ruby's gonna try and whisper to Barsh. She's gonna say, "Hey, I think that telescope is evil magic."
Oh yeah, I wanted to
Bad.
bash it. I wanted to destroy that.
Bad news there, guys. You're going to have to roll some kind of talk to get me to not go to that thing. My dunderhead is, I'm going to that.
The telescope?
Or it could just get destroyed by a big heavy hammer.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to destroy the telescope. I wanted to do that. initially.
Ruby is going to try and distract you with the tincture. Be like, "Hey, I got it. Did you need this? Is this something that
You want to roll for that there, Ruby?
like distracting you? Sure."
Yeah, because I want to see. This is a thing. I rolled a dunderhead, man. I'm
It
going
doesn't
for
mean
it.
that
Yeah.
the thing she was looking for was evil. Maybe he just gave her some powers and it can control it.
So are you gonna? Are
Or
you trying to? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! You gonna do an opposed check here? Erg?
Yeah, what do I need to roll?
2 or less.
What skill?
You're going against his charm. This dude charm. Or resolve. Resolve.
Under willpower.
He passed.
Well, so did. Now, how's that work? Because Ruby
What?
had a better success.
Think about it like dodging an attack. They still hit you, but you dodged. It automatically misses,
I
right?
had it set to routine, and it should have been standard. So
All right,
I
reroll.
actually failed.
So did Ruby. Has it set to routine also?
No, I had it set to I did have it set to standard. It didn't take the reset. I guess I'll re-roll it too then. Aren't you dunderheading now though? Don't you have to? Reverse
Yeah, that's
those
why he
rules?
wants to go. That's why he wants it so bad. He's got his mind set on going to look in his telescope. Even though
Right.
player character, he didn't know that she had pyromancy spells. Just saying.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's a telescope, and my
Gotcha.
first
You
class
are an
is...
astrologer. No, that makes sense. Critical failure.
See, yeah, this sucks. I made that roll and I set my Matt. I set my screen properly.
All right.
It
it
just
means
didn't
you didn't
take
click
it.
off. You didn't click off of the field. If you leave it in the field, then it still pulls it over.
What do I have to do? I
And
have
he
to
critically
click.
failed also. So you
I
guys
had a worse
are
critical
standing
fail.
there. You guys are standing there, going in circles, arguing, and
Well,
he's
that
pushing himself
works.
forward. You're trying to push him back. Meanwhile, Barsh is walking over to it with his Morgenstern to smash it into oblivion. In the meantime, because
And what
you
you
both
saying? It
failed
might be worth
horribly.
some monies.
He doesn't care. It's magic.
Well, we don't know what's magic.
Evil magic. He saw black veins.
Maybe
Going
what she
down
was
a-
looking at was bad, not this thing.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Ruby is
Turn it a
trying-
different direction. Look somewhere else.
Ruby's trying to get Barsh to smash the thing before we lose our ogre.
Is there any way I can appraise? I mean, I was a smuggler. Should have something for appraisal.
We're like in this nether world being chased by undead. You're worried about a magical telescope.
It's
And
too
No.
big
Now,
to take.
now, this is how I'm playing it because as a player, I want Bill to be able to look through it because
That's just mean.
I don't want it disturbed. So Edmund's trying to figure out if this got worth value.
oh, that is
Be a-
mean.
what-
And I like it.
Ruby's yelling, Barsh, hurry up.
Yeah, I'm just
yeah,
waiting.
no, it's-
Whenever he says it's my turn.
Well, this is all happening simultaneously. Do you have counterfeit or
Yes, I've got a rank in counterfeit.
do a standard counterfeit? I'll even make it an easy, whatever.
I think smashing something's
Easy.
faster than appraising it.
An easy.
This is
This
true.
thing is very
Well,
ornate.
I'm just glancing at it to tell him, hey, this thing's worth
Easy.
10,000 gold. Don't do that.
Money doesn't matter to Barsh.
Yeah.
That's a critical
sales.
success.
You could make a lot of money selling this thing. It is magic. It is ornate. It is old. It is ancient, and
It is
beautiful.
evil.
Someone will pay top
we don't
dollar
know
for
that
this,
it's evil.
especially an evil wizard somewhere in a tower.
It's evil. It's
And it's
Yeah,
evil.
whoa, don't hit it. It's worth hundreds of gold, maybe thousands.
destroy it. It's evil.
We don't know that, but it's worth lots of money.
We
Some of
know
us can deal
it's
with
evil. It's owned by an evil necromancer in an evil keep in an evil dimension. You can't get any more evil than that.
That's when we
Barsh
sell.
doesn't know about all these dimensions and everything. He saw black veins from her looking at it. That's what he saw. So he has work to do.
Ugh.
All right, so what are you gonna do? You're just gonna smash
Edmund's
this
trying
thing?
to run over there to interpose.
Yep.
No, it's worth money.
All right, you can just walk over and you can just start smashing. I'm not gonna make you
Yeah,
roll.
so I'm trying.
Like,
I'm
it's
trying to wave you off. I'm not getting between you and it to get hit. But I'm trying to,
Like, I was like-
express to you that this is worth lots of money.
Edmund throws himself in between.
It's not trying to dodge or anything, so you can just start smashing this thing with your
He said
Morgenstern.
it's not trying to dodge.
What? What is this? Who's right?
What does that say?
Crunch.
Crunch.
Okay.
Crunch.
Yeah,
I'll
we could've
move.
made
I'll
lots of
move
money.
the. There we go. I'll move the stream back to there. He wrote crunch over the telescope. What is he writing? What does that say? All right. So you bring your Morgenstern down this thing. You just bang, bang. You start flattening it out. Pieces of glass fly out, and pieces of metal start flying here and there. And I don't know. Erg lets out a whimper. So does Edmund.
No.
For different reasons. That was worth money.
All right, Ruby, give me the tincture.
Oh, now you want the tincture. All right, here. I already marked it off my sheet.
All right, I take the tincture, set up to take it, and go over to our dead caster in the corner, and I'm gonna take out her eye. Maybe I can see what she saw last later.
All right. Erg wanders over, takes
Ruby says, "Can you do that?"
Or just his hand, and pulls her eyeball out. I'll give you 2 corruption for that.
I'm prepping her as food.
Is that what you're doing? I thought you were using. You said you want to use her eye for later.
I'm stealing her eye for sure, but sure, I'm definitely
I'll give you 2
gonna eat some
corruption
of her.
for desecrating a corpse. Not everybody is familiar with the ways of ogre culture.
Cuisine.
Desecrating a corpse. How much does Barsh get for killing her?
Wait, what do you mean? She was evil. She had black veins.
2 corruption.
Not like she had some disease.
Is there anything of value I can scrounge from this?
She started talking crap too. Did I get corruption?
You guys are greedy tonight.
I don't want corruption.
No, there's nothing you can salvage from this thing.
Getting greedy tonight. We actually haven't done anything where we've made coin so far.
I know, because I'm so stingy. I don't give you guys any coin. Even when the adventure says to give you coin, I keep it back.
Do I get corruption?
No.
Okay, good. So I should be at 0 corruption, right?
Does it actually give a value on this thing if we were to sell it?
No, I would just make something up.
It could have a prism, a lens, or a diode. All of them are very sought after things for casters.
Morgenstern over there just crunched it.
Yeah, it has broken glass and brass.
All right,
out of here.
It sounds like a song title.
Broken glass and what?
And brass.
Broken glass and brass.
It's like a love song or something.
Judas Priest, Diamond and Rust.
Right? I had the burning rules ready, open in front of me. I was ready to launch pyromancy spells at you. I was so excited. I was gonna make Barsh burn tonight.
No. Oh, that was the plan. That's how you take Barsh out. Set him on fire. It still wouldn't work.
Should we be concerned about how much joy you get out of hurting us?
Just you and Barsh.
Okay. As long as it's personal.
Because I can't hurt either of you. In the Christmas special, I basically killed Edmund and Erg when I had that back attack. But you guys are untouchable. I gotta do something.
For the record, there is no fortune left.
There is no fortune left.
That's
she had an ability too. If I spent misfortune, she went up 3 things on the damage track. I never got to her.
Listen, I fear nothing.
I know.
He killed a greater demon. Didn't we kill a greater demon?
No, it was a lesser. No,
it was a lesser demon. Okay, we still killed it.
All right, so you've got this dead. She was once an augur. She was once a thing of good in this world, and she was corrupted by this telescope that you smashed. You have the dead kid downstairs that tentacles grew out of. If you remember, his blood was dripping into the
basement,
and you could hear a dripping sound. Yes, a dripping sound down below. So it is hollow somewhere underneath this tower. You can go underneath.
The evil lies below. Let us go and dig it out.
Yeah, dig it out.
All right. You sound too excited. Yeah, dig it out.
So you head downstairs, and these folks that you met up with, this caravan, they are panicking. They're screaming. Emmanuel, the town mayor, their leader, what has happened? A man's body fell from the tower. We heard screams and we heard a smashing noise. What is going on? What happened?
It's okay. It's all
good.
It's all right.
Work is happening.
What about young Hans? What was that in the kitchen?
Don't eat that.
He's become a chaos of some kind, become a mutant.
A mutant? What? First we're dealing with undead, and now there's mutants? We should be moving on. We need to get out of here.
No, I think we're where we need to be.
Yeah, there's some unfinished business down below this rock.
Was it safe in the tower now?
No.
It's a mess. Almost. It will be soon.
Safe is a strong word around here.
Hey, is that an eyeball in your mouth?
No, the eyeball's in one of my bags.
Oh, okay.
He's probably got an arm.
I've
like
got
a
an
ham
arm
hock.
in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an arm.
It's like a turkey leg.
Yes, I am openly carrying a chunk of limb around, eating it.
All right. Well, people are gasping at this, and they're like staying far away from you. And you hear hushed whispers. We knew it. We knew it. They're evil. They brought this upon us. There's nothing good coming from them. They're killing people in the tower.
We're not, but if you guys need to leave, you can. Ruby points to the door. Or you could shut up and let us finish.
Oh, Ruby. Marion, who was the guard of the tower,
I'm not even done my arm yet.
with the she had the long rifle. She steps forward. She said, "What happened up there? What took place?"
One of the other people that we found, she looked in a telescope and it turned her evil. She became some kind of creature of chaos.
Shoved
Like-
a companion right off the roof.
Like your friend there that we also took care of. And I'm angling to go into the basement and see what's down there. Maybe we could put an end to this. You want to come? We could use your help.
I think I should stay here and protect these people. None of them are capable in combat, and we still have that undead army. I saw them on the outskirts. I saw some hunters, if you remember, out on the edge of the forest. I don't think we should leave them here undefended.
Okay, well, keep fortifying the place, but we'll see if we can get this wrapped up. But keep them calm. I don't
If
need
any
them.
start changing, kill them.
Yeah, I don't need them. We don't need them getting out of hand while we're getting in the way while we're trying to help.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Just she kind of just like nods towards her. Just keep him under wraps. He's not helping your case.
No, but
Two failed Dunderhead rolls so far.
he is well fed right now, so he shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, sure. So where are you gonna find this? Where are you gonna find this basement, this entrance?
Well, you said the blood's dripping through. What are we standing on?
You guys go. You're outside of the tower right now. You're like out the front door, kind of talking to everybody. You can search the grounds. You could search the ground floor of the tower. I'll get everybody just to make me a standard survival test as you kind of scour the area.
Not scrutinize.
Not scrutinize.
Nope.
Where is survival?
Ooh, almost.
You put your eye out.
Where is
Speaking of
survival?
survival, it's hot. I gotta go
There's-
turn the AC on. I'll be right back.
AC. Minus 40 here, and this guy's doing AC.
Nice.
Critical success. We got a critical failure and a critical success. Keep using those for
And a
tests like this.
success and a fail.
Yeah. All right. The critical failure. I'm gonna give him a point in peril. He's gonna get a point of
point.
peril. We'll roll. Actually, it might be under. I'm gonna do 1d10 plus
Yeah,
1.
it's supposed to be a roll.
Well, that's on combat. Critical fail in combat. Is the.
I was on failing forward on test. I was reading that earlier.
So I'm gonna just give him. It's gonna be 8 points of peril if that goes over. If good, it takes him down a notch. If it doesn't, then he's fine. Ruby, you're poking around. You start in the kitchen where this thing was slain, and you heard the dripping. But you start going around the yard itself, and you find yourself over where the chunk of the tower had fallen out. If you remember in the library, there's a whole like wall that had fallen off, and it was down below. And you're looking and rummaging through those ruins, and that's where you find a secret passage leading underground.
All right.
Critical success. Also, as you're poking around there with your critical success, between the stones and in the grass itself, you see that the grass is kind of oozing in places or seeped in places, or seeping, I should say, this like glowing yellow goo.
Ick. Okay. Does it seem like it's?
Erg is really happy down there.
Is it going to hinder us to be able to use the secret passageway?
Not that you're aware of. I think Bill knows what this is, but maybe not Erg. The way he's acting.
Ruby will call the others over and tell them to mind the icky green stuff.
Sure. You call the others over and you start moving aside some boulders and some rubble, and you find a stair. case leading down into the darkness. And down there, you don't hear any noise. You just hear some like dripping, and it's just a void sort of sound coming out of there. It's cold, a chill, but you don't hear like talking or anything like that.
Okay. Ruby's going to reload her crossbow and say, do we have any light? Can we get a torch going?
You got a walking fire there, munching on an arm.
Oh, yeah.
Erg takes the bone out of his mouth, wraps a cloth around it, and lights it on fire.
Is that like a femur?
It's an arm bone, so
All right.
upper arm. Not radius and ulna, the other one.
Jeff, thanks for resubscribing. Very appreciated. 8 months and running. All right. So we're going to head on in. I've got 2 people that have walked away. But while we're heading on down the stairs, is there anything else you want to do to prepare before you head on down into the darkness?
We got everyone with us?
Not party-wise. Players-wise. People have walked away.
Sorry.
Who walked away?
Gian. Oh, they're both back.
Okay.
You know what, Matt? If there's a door at the bottom of the stairs, I'm going to cast something when I get to that door.
Ruby's going to say, what do you guys make of this green icky stuff?
Looks like we're in a different dimension.
I'll let you guys roll to see if you know what this is.
What are we rolling?
Let's do alchemy.
Barsh would have no idea.
Standard?
It's going to be a... No, we're not going to do standard on this. It's going to be challenging alchemy. Thanks for the follow, Bill. Oh, crit fail. Fail. We're failing forward on that one. Crit fail by 1.
Yeah, I critical succeeded at something earlier that we didn't move forward on either, though. So we could just call.
All right. Does anybody else want to attempt rolling this alchemy to determine what this
What
is?
the hell? It's flip to fail. Yeah, I'll do it.
I wouldn't because I'm not.
It is flip to fail if you don't have it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he did it. He did it.
Nicely done.
You remember to your time back in something about Marie. I don't remember the name of that town. But you remember that you encountered some witch stone there. And there was some glowing yellow residue as well before that fiend cast that demon summoning spell using the witch stone. So this reminds you of that.
This is like all that stuff that was around that witch stone we found back in that one town.
Ruby says, I remember now. I thought it looked familiar.
So, Witchstone Tower is not just a clever name.
Could we, hey, big guy, Urk.
Yep.
If there's a witch stone down there, does that mean anything to us?
It means we definitely shouldn't leave it here for the necromancer.
Well, but is there anything we need, or can we destroy it, or do we?
It's worth money.
We should definitely take it out of here.
Edmund knows that it is worth a lot of money. Erg is correct that it is not a good thing to be left behind, especially when you have necromancers with armies of the undead traversing the countryside. Barsh probably knows nothing of it because it's evil and he wants nothing to do with it.
I could destroy it, but not here, and it would take me a day.
Can Barsh destroy it?
I highly recommend not hitting it with a hammer.
Yeah. It could go boom real bad.
Why? Ruby says, why not just crush it like we did the...
Well, I know a guy in a town that can get rid of it for us, and we'll get us some money.
Let me put it this way. If Barsh likes his hammer, he would not like to ever touch it to this stuff.
If he likes his arms attached to his body.
This is think of it as a rock of magic.
You're not selling Barsh on this.
Mm-mm.
It's like you had him till you said that, probably.
We cannot leave it here for her, and we cannot destroy it. We have to get it out of here.
All right, big guy. Ruby says to Bar. She says, you know what? Maybe the big guy's right. Maybe we should just get it out of here. I don't want you getting hurt over it. If it's
I don't want to touch it.
all right,
Keep the foul stuff away.
we'll let the ogre handle it. He's the mage. He's the wizard. All right, who's going first?
What did you light your arm bone, or what did you light to
Yeah, there's no door at the bottom of the stairs.
There's no door at the bottom. Nope, it's just a staircase leading down.
Okay, so I have a flaming arm in my hand. I guess I'm leading.
Why don't we stick?
Unless anybody else wants to take this from me and use my awful grimdark makeshift torch.
I don't think. Barsh, I'll hold the torch up. Ruby says with one hand if you want to go in front of me.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that, and then we'll put then Erg, and it'll be in the middle, and then we'll put Edmund at the back.
Quick shot Eddie at the back.
Yeah. Actually, we should probably put Edmund up front. He can shoot fast. All right, let's all go down.
All right, you head on down into the blackness. So heading down these stairs, you're confronted with a hall. It's covered in mold and grime, and the smell of iron, or the iron smell of blood, I should say, and rot like a corpse is heavy in the air.
Reminds me of the pits.
There's only darkness, but it's punctuated by glowing yellow footsteps.
Glowing yellow footsteps?
Instead of the bloody footprints, we got glowing yellow footsteps now.
Are they fresh?
Do they look the size of the bloody ones we've been following?
That's a great question. I'll let you make a scrutinize test on this.
I automatically succeed.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't you? You have that ability, that photographic memory thing, don't you?
Yep, it is.
Explain it to
stored memory.
Yeah.
Like a boss.
Anytime we don't have to roll is a good day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, scrutinize test. Look at you. I forgot you had that.
Esoteric, not a story, esoteric.
So it is not the same size as that left by the Dark Musician.
Are they
smaller?
Is shod or unshod?
Unshod.
They're sitting the same footprints as the bloody ones.
Barefoot?
Look, yeah, different size.
Barefoot, yeah.
Like the size of a woman, maybe?
Maybe.
Are they fresh?
Yes.
All right. Get ready. I think our necromancer is with us. Ruby says. I think the bitch is here.
All right. So you make your way down the halls. And again, you hear next to nothing. And you travel, a good 20 feet. And you're met by a series of alcoves along the northern passage. Do you want to investigate them a little closer?
Yeah, we definitely should. So no, we don't want stuff left behind us as we go that could.
All right.
Yeah.
Ruby will creep up quietly and check for traps.
Oh, what is this? What is this, D&D?
D&D? I don't know.
10-foot pole. Got a 10-foot pole.
Felt like the right thing to do. She's gonna look to see what the hell's going on up there.
Check for traps. This is D&D.
Check for traps.
I don't even think I have.
I'm gonna check for secret doors, traps, and I'm gonna bend bars, lift gates. What was it? What do I have to roll?
All right, there's my stealth
not?
roll, and I did it with the yoke of difficulty.
Thank you. It looks right.
And
you can scrutinize. You can do in the darkness. You're scouting ahead, so you got the lantern behind you, and you want to pick this thing apart. You can do it at a hard scrutinize for traps. And while you're at it, do an extraordinary feat of strength to bend bars and lift gates for me.
Yes. Find secret doors also.
I was like, is this Friday? Are we playing Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers?
It felt like a check trap situation. Okay, here we go. Scrutinize.
Hey Matt, now it's too cold in here.
Oh, first world problems.
74 degrees.
Hey Matt,
Wow.
How do you like that roll?
Yeah, so you lurk up there and you're in the shadows, and I don't know, you got your rapier out and you're poking around. And 3 out of 6, yeah. How did you change the color in that 6, Jeff? You need to teach me your ways. And you're poking around, and you don't trigger or find any sort of traps of any sort. You do though when you're poking around with your what are you using, a rapier? What do you have for your that you're looking for traps and things with?
I guess probably my main gouge in one hand and my crossbow loaded and pointed up to the ceiling in the other.
It clanks across against something metal that's in the first alcove.
Okay, what is it?
As Urt gets closer and he shines his light into the first one, you see an old woman, and her face has been peeled away, and her eyes, or there's extra eyes bursting.
What the?
From the ruined, desiccated flesh. Across her body are tentacles and small mouths still trembling.
All right, we're gonna take a step back from the show. I'm stealthed.
Holding her to the wall is a series of valves and tubes that look like some sort of steampunk hell, as I was described. And a small dribble of yellow witchstone goo is pulsing through the copper tube, having eaten away much of it.
So I'm assuming that's going to be some corruption for me.
There's a small placard that says Frau Daschel.
Ah, that was one of the paintings.
Yes. Yeah, you'll take one corruption for. Actually, you can roll. No, this isn't a. Yeah, we'll do a fear test. What the hell? Why not? Thanks for reminding me, Mike.
Oh, you're welcome. That seems like the thing that she should have.
Yeah, especially when you see a face with the flesh peeled back in the dark. It just makes sense to do a test.
Right. Resolve?
Yeah, it's a resolve. We'll do a standard resolve.
Okay. All right. Now I've clicked the way I'm supposed to, so let's see if this works. Yeah. Okay. It still did not reset, but the roll's good.
The roll's good. So you're fine.
I can't. What do I need to click? Because I clicked standard.
To click off of it.
I did that.
Did you tab off of it?
A tab. Hit tab.
I don't know. Now, are you clicking the little circles at the very top on difficulty rating chart?
Yes, and I've clicked it, and then I clicked the mouse into an open box.
And then just click it somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know why
it still didn't reset. All right, that's weird. Annoying. Okay, no worries. All right, so
but you're fine. And are you going to warn the others before they get up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of quietly shuffle backward, holding my crossbow and my thing like this, like really freaked out, and over my shoulder I'm gonna whisper, something's really scary up here.
What is it? One of mutants?
I don't. It's wizardry. I think it's awful.
Oh. Barsh cracks his neck.
It's hideous. One of the women that she stole her face. She's there with pipes, and it's horrible.
You guys gonna go over there, investigate, take a closer look?
Ruby's gonna stand back.
I'd like to investigate.
Channel points. Look at you. And yes, and a confused Matt. Thank you for using that. Yeah, you get up there and you see this as well. Erg and everybody else who goes up there. Erg, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make me a hard incantation test. There are runes all over this and around this woman, carved into the alcove. Ooh. Okay. Fortunately, you don't have any fortune.
If we had a fortune, I would respin it. Just out of curiosity, can I see the yellow ooze in the tube?
Yeah, pumping. Yeah.
Can I trace that back to anywhere? That tube?
You can make me a challenging alchemy test.
Nice.
Yes. You can trace the tube. It looks like it continues on further down this this tunnel to the east. So the opposite direction of where you came in. Just continue on further down in here.
All right. Does anybody... We need somebody with an axe to take heads off. Where's Mike's Cthulhu character when you need him.
I mean, smashing heads is, that,
You can remove heads with that Morgenstern.
yeah.
Are you
Pulp-
asking for
pulping them.
Max Steel to come out?
Pulping.
I need some. I'm lonely. Yeah, we should probably kill these things as we go.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna start smashing these things? Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Ruby's gonna hide along the wall and get her crossbow ready because I assume that's gonna bring some attention.
There's 5 alcoves in total, and they match the names.
I'm talking to you guys. Should we kill these things?
Well, if they're all going to one place, can we turn them off? Or what are they doing with them pipes?
The oldest one's 300 years old, and the mouths are moving.
Ruby asks, "Are these the things keeping her alive?"
Likely.
Then kill them.
Just find the source. Maybe kill them all at once.
That's not a bad idea. Or have to fight our way through 5 mutants on the way out.
I just are these things flesh and bone?
You said they're mounted to the wall too, right?
Yeah, they're in an alcove mounted to the wall, almost like in a canister or some sort of device.
Like Snoke?
Like Snoke? Yeah, you got plastic jars full of dead old ladies with their faces peeled off. Yeah, pumping witchstone into them. And yeah,
can Ruby just run one of them through?
Sure.
He said that too easily.
Right? And quick.
I always, if my players want to do something, I don't want to say no. That's a good DM never says no.
Oh. Ruby's gonna look to the Dunderhead Wizard. What are we supposed to do in this situation?
Mike or Ruby, have I ever brought back anything that was previously dead?
Is this a trick question?
Remember, there are tentacles withering about her body and small mouths trembling.
We are in uncharted territory for me here, Mike. I grabbed the books to try and understand it, but this is not my specialty. I like fire.
I think we should destroy it all.
Fire. Can you burn it?
I mean, we're in a basement, in a dingy basement. I have enough gut rot to burn it all, but...
Why don't you try burning some of that witchstone goo? Let's see what happens.
Damn it.
Yeah.
See what happens, huh?
Turn into what's that stuff in Alchemist Fire?
Greek fire.
Yeah, Greek fire, right? Well, okay, so Ruby says we kill one now and risk waking them up, or we leave them all go and get into a fight with something else and risk having them at our rear. Which do you prefer?
Does it look like they could get down and move from this, though? Are they sealed in the...
They could move free from this.
Trying to watch Matt. Look, Matt.
What are you thinking, fellas? No, I'm just waiting for you.
Ruby says, "Why don't you let me check ahead a little bit and see what's up before we do this?"
Follow that tube.
All right. So Ruby, stay behind me, but not too far behind me, enough that I can have a little bit of light. And she creeps ahead to see what's past the 5 alcoves.
Sure. You want to make me another stealth check?
Now keep cover with the bow drawn.
All right. So I'm on standard here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try again here. Oh, for God's sake.
The crit fails tonight.
I like Oak's reaction. Oh. Yeah, so you start moving ahead. And
you start whistling as you work.
You get to a fork in the road, and there's an opening or a room going to the north, and there's pipes going in there, but you can also see a pipe coming out of the room to the north, continuing easterly down the path you're going. And ahead of you, you can see in the eastern direction, you can see a glow, coming up from up ahead. A faint yellow glow emanating from that room.
Oh.
Okay. And I take it the glow sees me.
No, not right now.
Okay,
I
so
keep this one in my pocket.
Okay.
Fail forward. I'm gonna keep this one in my back pocket.
That's the last place I want to crit fails in your pocket, Matt.
Fail forward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna drop that on me like a brick. She's gonna. What can she see then? Just a glow into like a big room.
So you've got two options. Yeah, you can see a room. Continue on easterly, and you see a pipe coming out of the room to the north, going in an easterly direction, where there's like a faint glow up ahead. You can't really make out what it is. It's a yellow glow that's emanating from there. And to the north, you can just see like the pipe from those bodies are leading into that room to the north.
Okay, she'll come back to the party and she'll describe what she saw. She'll say the pipes all lead into one room, and then one pipe goes out of there and into a room with a glow.
So maybe that's where it's all coming from.
Yeah, I don't know that this changes much for us. Still, basic question. We'll start taking these things out now and work our way up, or do we try and kill the boss?
I still think of these tubes, keeping these alive, we kill the tube thing, take care of these at the same time.
All right, let's go up to the let's go to the one to the left that where there was no glow.
So you're going easterly, opening to the north. So you're gonna go like up, essentially. You're gonna go north. Jeff says, "Got to risk it for the biscuit."
So we're gonna head there.
North.
Yeah, we're gonna as a group.
Sure, you head in that direction.
We don't have a map.
And you go up in this room, and you're following the pipes, and it goes into a room. It's about 30 feet in diameter. It's been chiseled into this cave network, and you see like a metal contraption where there's pipes going into it from the direction you came, and there's pipes going out of it, leading towards, again, to the east. Because remember I said you saw pipes coming out and going towards the glow? Mm-hmm. So this is like a piece of machinery or equipment. It's a big brass boiler kind of contraption sitting there with pipes going in and out.
I'd say that's the thing you want to break, right?
Can I make a roll to see if I can understand what it is?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Why don't you do... this will be an alchemy also, but...
Engineering
sucks. Did you say engineering?
Yeah.
There's no engineering in this. We'll do alchemy here, but I'm going to do challenging. This is actually some equipment that you may have seen used for something else. It looks like it's a still of some sort. It's a still. Something's being pumped in through one pipe, going through the still and pumped out the other pipes.
Well, Ruby's going to say, do you think maybe the witchstone is used to drain life out of these things, and then it's distilled here?
Do. Matt, would I be able to safely take it apart and get into the mash box for it?
Ooh. You do know what it is. Two buy books. Good. They should buy those books after making characters. Good for them. To take it apart. Mike's engineering roll again, huh? Yeah, you could take this thing apart. It would take some time. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be quick. Thanks for the host, Jen.
Erg, is there like a shutoff valve?
Is there?
Yes.
I mean, if it's a still, I should be able to shut it off and take the pipes out. And just take the whole darn thing with me.
This whole big still full of mash. Oh, and Erg's walking away. Yeah, you could turn the shutoff valves off. But this thing is pretty large and heavy. It's a big brass contraption. It's a very large still, and it is full of, like you said, like witchstone mash. It's not gonna... Well, you are a big fellow, but it's still gonna be pretty big and cumbersome to pull out of here.
Yeah, let's shut it off and start detaching pipes.
Okay, you start shutting it off, detaching pipes. So it looks like it was pulling liquids, or its origin is further east, where the pipes were leading, and it was going through the still, and its distilled concoction was going to those women that were in the alcoves, or that are in the alcoves. I shouldn't say were, because you didn't do anything to them.
Feet were cold.
So you start dismantling
when I'm taking the pipes off, am I able to see into the mash at all?
You can see into the mash. It's a glowing, bizarre.
Is this the main source of the witch stone, or is it coming from down in the pipe?
Beyond the pipe. This is not the main source. It's like the runoff, and
that's what I figured.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
and say because if it's being distilled,
let's just shut it.
Main thing.
Let's just shut it and move on. Then let's just turn it off.
Okay, so you turn it off. You hear this big creak of the pipes as you do so, and they shudder.
Anybody want to see if those things moved?
Sure. Ruby will go down, take a peek at range.
I'll go with you just in case.
I'm gonna stay here, cover Erg.
All right. So who's going where?
Oh well.
It's only like 20 feet away, right?
But we're still going to split the party.
Are you splitting the party? Some are going to the pool and some are staying here?
No, I think we'll all go take a look at the alcove.
That's probably best.
The alcove. Okay, so the alcove. You go to the alcove and you peer into the next area, and you see a yellow glow is getting stronger and brighter as you move forward. You could feel it pushing through your clothing. The air is warm, almost like it is attacking you. Coming into your view is a large pool of water, glowing in the same way. Sticking up from under the water is a large crystal. You can feel it pulsing in your mind. The cold malice of the voices of the abysmal princes are rolling through your brain.
How close is it?
This crystal? So this pool, it's a very large pool of glowing, contaminated water here. And the whole thing is, let's see here, bear with me. It's like 70 feet, like across and wide. It's pretty large, and this thing's in the middle.
Okay.
You don't know how deep this water is.
I want to check.
You're gonna step in your little Murphy legs?
No. Jeff, a corruption sauna.
No.
A corruption sauna.
Yeah, correct. He will stick his Morgenstern in there and see if he can touch it.
You're gonna risk your Morgenstern sticking it in there?
The Morgenstern's just a tool. He's not attached to it.
Wow, look at you.
Well, for the record, we kind of are attached to it, so maybe don't break it.
Sees you getting ready to dip your Morgenstern in. And
the dwarf is the weapon, not the Morgenstern.
Well, the next thing I got is a rapier, so keep that in mind.
Well, we'll take a piece of pipe that we disconnected and see how far it goes.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, he looks at weapons as tools. He's just not going to use a corrupted one.
Is there
magic?
Yeah, is there anything on the wall or anything that would be used to reach the stone in the middle?
No, there's pumps and hoses going from this room towards the other one, towards the still, leading from this pool and out through there.
What about the footprints?
Yeah, the footprints lead into this pool.
And just like straight in, like Lady of the Lake style?
Yeah. But there's nothing long to kind of like fish it out, no.
So she's bathing in this stuff.
Is the pool getting bigger since we turned off the still?
Not noticeably. Good question. It's not like rapidly expanding. No, not from what you can tell right now.
Is the liquid coming from anywhere? Or is it like a natural pool or something?
It looks like it's a natural pool of water underground here, and it's being corrupted by the witch stone in the middle.
How big is this crystal?
Oh, do you have your camera? Can you see? It's like yay big. You can see. If you're looking at my camera.
Hang on.
It's like 12. What is that? 12 inches.
Yeah, good foot.
Big chunk of witch stone.
So what's that puppy worth?
It's gigantic.
It's worth lots of money.
You said it's blue?
Yellow.
Green.
Yellow.
It's the Hope Diamond of Witchstones.
Matt, can I see any way to get this out of there without going into the water?
You can make me a test to kind of size up the area. Yeah, let's do a scrutinized test here. And we're going to make it a challenging scrutinize.
Is this for anybody or?
Everybody. Yeah, everybody who's interested in jumping in the drink or not jumping in the drink and
Challenging.
Nope.
Missed by 1.
You've done that twice tonight now.
Son of a bitch.
Nope. No, you guys are unable to see any immediate way to avoid
hang on.
not going in the pool to grab this stone out.
You sure about
all
that?
of you. Oh, except for Barsh. Barsh, you size up the room. You kick over a bunch of rocks. You don't let this thing out of your sight very long. It's the corner of your eye is always like on it because you know this is magic and it's evil and you don't like it. But you are unable to find any way to like fish it out.
Is it resting on something, or
It's just kind of like floating in the middle.
how deep is it there?
You want to go in and find out?
No.
I thought we
Can
gonna
we
stick a
find a
pipe
loose
in it.
pipe or something to use to?
Oh, you can knock some pipes
the
down
wall.
if you want to try and knock it around. Yeah.
Get a long piece of pipe to see if we can tell how deep it is.
Phillips head screwdriver, something. Just stick it in there.
Yeah, you guys can start like taking like lengths of pipe if you want to start taking it off the walls and trying to like just kind of like hit it or fish it out with this really long piece of pipe.
Well, maybe that would
let's see if we
get a
can do that.
long piece of pipe to see if we can tell how deep the water is.
Ah, got you. So you can just start like pulling it off the brackets that are attached to the stone wall and getting some pipe here.
Yeah, unless there's
Sure,
extra
well,
laying on the
All right.
ground.
All right. Well, Ruby's going to get back because that stuff's filled with witch juice.
Which juice?
Which juice? Who wants to start pulling off an adequate piece of pipe off the wall / ground, like a full length of it? It's going to be a brawn test. I'm going to do a toughness test here. Who wants to go ahead and attempt that?
Oh, to pull it off the wall?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure with the ogre and myself we could do it, but I'll try.
Let's give it a go.
How high is the ceiling in there?
Is it challenging?
It is challenging. The ceiling is 30 feet high.
Does it look like the floor of the tower above?
Yes.
Is it just
I'm useless, but you can do it.
are there
Barsh
are there
rips it right off.
rafters up there?
Like on the ceiling? Not that you can see. No, it looks like it's stone. It's rock.
Well, but there'd have to be something supporting the floor, right?
The floor, and it was dripping through.
Because
Magic.
Ruby's. Okay. I was gonna say Ruby's thinking we could maybe just come down from the top.
Oh, lower you down with some ropes.
Yeah.
No, there's no rafters in here.
Mission Impossible style.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Right
so
before he
Barsh,
hits
you're
the
able to
water,
rip
he's like,
this. Barsh is killing tonight, Jeff. Yeah, you rip this off the wall, an adequate amount of pipe to be able to start kind of like batting at it and kind of fishing it to the edge. Who wants to do that? You're gonna have to stand at the edge of this thing, and try to fish it out. Who wants to be the one that stands there and make some rolls?
Am I mute? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
Right now, if you said something before, then no.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the heck? Okay. Who has the longest limbs? It's not the dwarf.
That's
Erg.
gonna be the ogre.
Hey, Ruby's going to remind everyone that she thinks the necromancer is in the pool. There was no footprints coming back out again.
Maybe we'll spear.
All right.
We could
Just
tie
saying.
Ruby to the end of the pole.
No,
or
no,
could
no,
hold
no.
her out over it, and he can just grab the stone out.
Like bait.
Yeah.
Erg.
Just,
Like,
just fish her
no.
over it.
Yeah, Ruby is not going into the witch fondue. Witchstone fondue.
The
Witch
Yeah, we're not.
fondue.
You're going over top of it.
The witch fondue.
Erg, you're standing at the shore of this thing, and you're kind of exposed to this water. I'm gonna get you to make me, before you attempt to do this, you're gonna be there for a prolonged period of time. Make me a hard toughness test, please.
Uh-oh.
And you're gonna go mutant.
Yep.
Nice.
All right,
I'm,
chat. All right, chat. Sorry, I get to roll 2 chaos dice. If one of them lands on a 6, you generate a greater chaos mutation.
Whoa!
Do you
does
the
it
chat
is
want me
happening.
to spend a misfortune to see us roll on the greater chaos mutation table?
Oh, you're gonna be messed up.
If I'm getting a greater mutation, I
shrugs.
might as well walk in and grab the thing.
Yeah, say if you're mutating, you feel yourself changing, you just go ahead and go in and get it.
I'm
Good.
mouth
You
in
can
your stomach.
just go in and fish it out. All I got is a shrug from Jen. It'll give the players a fortune back.
We lost all our
Oh,
viewers
well,
for
that's
some
actually-
reason.
I know, everybody's dropped out. Nobody's having fun watching.
You're not killing us fast enough.
All right. Shall we? When is this going to happen again? Eric, you okay
Let's
with
go.
this?
Yeah, go.
You roll it. You roll it. I'm not going to roll it. You roll it.
2d6.
No, it's D100.
Oh yeah, no, you're skipping that part.
60.
Solid 60.
Matt, I'd like to just go in and get it then if we're doing
Yeah,
this.
sure. You can just like wade in. It goes up to about your waist when you grab it.
Okay,
Roll
Ruby
low.
face palms when she sees this.
Grab it and walk out.
I reach for him and then I draw back.
Oh my god.
That's not good.
You unknowingly start the spread of a terrible plague transmitted by voice. Everyone that hears you speak and understands your words must make a successful toughness test or be exposed to any disease the GM feels appropriate.
What
The only
the
cure is to
heck?
simply not speak or by waiting 9 hours until it passes.
But he's not going to know that. Hey,
Yeah,
you
will
gotta
he
get
know
out of
that?
that stuff there.
That's terrible.
Does he know?
No.
No.
Get out of there before you get hurt.
So you just wade right in and you grab the witch stone and you feel it pulsate as you grab it, and you get visions of the Prince of Change when you do so. Yeah, you walk out and you have it. And
You okay, big guy?
Don't ask questions.
Yeah, don't ask it.
We're not going to know this, though. It's player info versus character.
he's glowing.
Do I have an idea of the corruption? Do I have an idea that I have something that's currently? Does it say anything about it
you
or
didn't
no?
like sprout like horns or something. No, it says you unknowingly start the spread of a terrible plague.
Patient 0.
Patient 0.
All right, so you pull it out. When he walks out of this thing and you guys start accosting him with questions, and he's holding his witch stone with the dumb grin on his face. Coming out of the earth, you're greeted by horrible yellow eyes and heavy breathing of a pack of hunters. Standing behind them is Annabella. She steps forward out of the pool, looking almost rejuvenated, her hair pulled down over the right side of her face. And she smiles. I have seen you have found the truth. He takes a deep breath. Their suffering had been enough, so the Reaper came for them. Fire is friendly, don't you think? With that, you hear screams up above, ringing out, and you can smell smoke.
Uh-oh.
She's standing there, flanked by hunters.
Run for it.
Like 15 of them.
Taking off for the door. I'm running.
Yep.
I believe you have a book of... Oh, he's just gonna run.
Of what?
She said, I believe you have a book of mine. You guys just turn around and book it like, what? All right, here.
She's starting a monologue, and it's like, deuces. See
Yeah,
you.
right?
All right, as you turn and start to run, you guys are great. In the background, you hear the cawing of ravens and see a flock led by a white bird flying towards you. The ravens
Are we
attack.
underground?
You are underground. So these things are barreling through the tunnels, through the shafts, and in your direction. You see a white raven in the lead, and just like black, you can hear them beating as they come down there and just cawing in unison, ringing out through the hallway. The ravens
Evan, come to
attack the
rescue us.
hunters, seeming to stymie them for a moment.
Nice.
The white one lands and turns into its human form. It says, "You are done, Annabella. We shall leave this place. You shall never see the well of eternity."
Yeah.
Is Cacao come to save us? Is
Yeah.
Evan-
That's the bird I threw at the dagger at the very first session.
Yeah, it is in the first session. I think not. The well is mine, Annabella screams, clutching her hand to a staff, and she bangs against the ground, letting out a ripple of force. It slams into the white raven, spilling blood across the floor where it stands. The ravens scream and scatter. The lad here is mine. It obeys. With that, 10 hunters charge at you.
You meaning the other people, the ravens?
No, charge at the 5 of you, bursting their way through the ravens and in your
I don't know
direction.
what they're charging out. We ran a while
They're
back.
running behind you. They're running after you.
Yeah, we didn't stop to hear the dialogue.
All right. Well, you hear the screaming, and there's hunters on your tail. So you guys get up on to the top of this cave.
Can we roll some rubble down to block them?
Yeah, was there a door or what?
There was no door. You guys, there was like boulders and rubble that were in front, placed on top of it. You get up there, and the grass and the forest and everything in the surrounding area is burning and on fire. And this is where the screams are emanating from. The people that you were traveling with are screaming.
Not magic fire.
And burning.
It's from those failed bomb attempts.
Yeah. Can we close up the hole?
Yeah, from those failed bottle bombs. Yeah, we're gonna do a resolve test here. Quickly. Why don't we go ahead and make me a hard resolve test versus terror?
I have something for that.
Do you now?
Yeah, it's probably one of those like you don't suffer it.
Yeah, because he was a pit fighter. And
all right, that's fine. That's fine.
Doesn't bother him. Where is it?
Nope.
Is it because of the fire that we're afraid? Like,
it's because you're the people burning all around you. The dire situation with the necromancer down below, the hunters, everything's on fire. There's no way out. You're looking around you. The forest around you is on fire. People are burning and screaming, melting flesh all around you.
Yeah, there you go.
Viewing blood-soaked and visceral scenes of death, you always succeed at resolve tests. Well, look at you. So who didn't pass?
No, Ruby and Edmund so far. None of us except Barsh.
All right. So you're going to take 9 corruption.
9?
For failing.
Out.
Okay.
And we're going to roll for mental peril. What? You're going to take 9 mental peril?
Wow.
Wow, 3d10 plus 3, and you get 9. But you get hit You get hit with 9 corruption.
I don't have to do 1 for me. I had 7.
I have a 9.
Nice.
Wow. So I don't know if that moves anybody up on the track. So
I'm imperiled now.
This scene of horror is all around you. You guys are frantically trying to push boulders and push things on top as you hear the hunters barreling down the hallway, snapping, fighting these ravens as they do so. And you're able to push some boulders over top. As you do so, you look up, and jumping through the flame-covered forest are 30 hunters. And behind them is a legion of undead. 30 undead marching behind them. Skeletons, not like zombies because they just burn. Skeletal undead marching behind them.
Running.
Wow.
You size up the situation. Do you want to kind of make a roll? Tades, Jeff, talk to you later. See you on Tuesday. Make a roll
Later, Jeff.
to find a way out of here in this dire situation.
We roll.
Yep. Is the cart still okay, or is that burning too?
The carts are burning. The horses are burning.
Goodness.
You can survival me, and it's going to be a challenging. A hard survival. Survival me.
So close.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Gian gonna nail it again?
Yeah, let's see. He's been acing all of his rolls
Is
tonight.
it challenging?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you said hard.
Hard. Sorry.
Okay, hard. Survival.
Almost.
So
Yep.
close.
Good
Okay,
try.
we're all dead.
You're
Let's make
unable
new
to
characters.
find
What do
any
you think?
way.
We got one fortune. Do we want Edmund to try again?
No.
You are getting.
It's not like I
charged
can
by
save
these
everybody.
hunters. Do you want?
Why not? What roll? Yeah, use the fortune to try again. Who's got the highest roll?
Isn't this for all of us though? Like individually, or is it for the
No,
group?
it's to find. It's for the crew.
Yeah, so someone roll again, but who's got the highest?
Not me.
That would be me.
All right, take a shot.
Now, is this we die if we don't get out?
I don't know.
It's not going to be good.
And
I'll
it
tell
was
you what,
survival?
Save it. You are getting rushed by these hunters. These things are pouncing at you, running at you, and everything turns black. And as it turns black, you hear the sound of a pan flute playing through the darkness. And we'll end there. The end of chapter 3 of The In-Between.
Nice.
We'll come back next week with the beginning
cool.
of chapter 4.
We playing next week? Cool.
I don't have a witch stone. I have a witch rock.
You have
Yeah.
a witch boulder.
Which
You also
boulder?
have a disease
Yeah.
that I guess
To
Matt
be-
has a week to think about what he wants to do.
To be fair, we're all going to have a disease.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
Do
well, that-
we get to resist it any kind of way?
yes.
Okay.
If I fail, then I'm totally going to that. What is it? A minister of pestilence or whatever. If I live,
Ruby's gonna switch to a farmer after this. I
A
think
farmer.
she's starting to look good now.
Hey guys, I got a giant piece of witch stone and a thing of alchemy. I got a few tries to see if we can at least get the disease off us,
Cool.
but that's down the road.
This witch stone might come in handy for such things like that. So, let's do experience and let's do corruption. Let's do corruption first. D10.
roll a 10.
I rolled a 10. So you guys don't get any? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we only
I
had
have
9.
11.
Oh, so you get one.
Oh,
Yes.
another order rank.
I think I had 10 on the nose, so I get one, right?
Well, I have to roll under.
Yes, you
Oh.
got to roll under.
Oh,
I had
so I'm okay?
9.
You're fine.
I have 3, but I don't know where it came from.
I don't know. As if I rolled a 10. I should spend one of my misfortune to get rid of that.
That damn eye.
And for experience tonight, we're gonna do 140.
Stop with the.
You and your weird bloody
Yeah,
Why is
numbers.
that weird?
Do
On the
even
25,
numbers.
man.
What?
Every
So what?
25.
On the 25 makes it a lot easier for us.
150.
Thank you.
There. You silly people. 150 experience, RP, whatever we're calling it. We're getting
RV.
that tonight for this the end of this chapter.
What does that put us at, Oak?
And even $3,000.
And even $3,000.
3
150.
grand.
3,000 experience.
3K XP total.
I don't get it.
So Tuesday night we're back with Coriolis at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Friday night we're back at 9 p.m. Central, also with Enemy Within using Zweihander. And next Sunday, next chapter of the In-Between, Zweihander, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Thanks for the follow, Bad Billy D, or Billy D.
Thank you, sir.
And have a good night, everybody. We're gonna move to the closing credits.